What's in the box?
Hey, remember when we first heard that they were turning Teen Wolf into an MTV show and how we all said, come on, turning that cheesy-ass Michael J. Fox movie into a Twilight-esque drama? That'll never work. Well, now that the Teen Wolf series is about to close out its 4th season, I think it's safe that we shut up and take a look back at the original 1985 movie that started it all. Yes, back when Michael J. Fox first did Teen Wolf, he was just a desperate actor from a struggling NBC sitcom called Family Ties. But by the time Teen Wolf came out, Family Ties was the president's favorite TV show, and a little movie called Back to the Future became a cultural phenomenon, helping this cheapo horror comedy gross over 57 times its budget. But is there more to this flick than the immense popularity of its star? Well, let's hop into our DeLorean and head back to the future. Oh, wait, wrong Michael J. Fox movie. What car did they drive in Teen Wolf? Oh, well that's ugly. I'm sticking with the DeLorean. Teen Wolf stars Michael J. Fox as Scott Howard, a typical teen with typical teen problems. He's losing games for his basketball team, he's trying to chase the hot girl despite her lack of interest, and he's sick of being all around average.
I'm sick of it, Boof. I'm sick of being so average.
But along with those problems are some slightly weirder problems, namely strange chest hair, hairy palms, and pointy ears. And one night after a party, Scott undergoes a terrifying transformation into a truly horrific creature. Clint Howard! I'm kidding, he turns into a werewolf, which is a hereditary condition that runs in the Howard family, as revealed to him by his father. I'm sorry, his father. I'm sorry. That's a snow monkey, not a werewolf! Anyway, Scott is hesitant to reveal his condition to his inner circle of friends, including Styles, the class clown party boy, Chubbs, the stereotypical fat guy and nemesis of Pee Wee Herman.
You'll be sorry, Pee Wee Herman.
And Boof, the girl next door who hides her true feelings for Scott. Wait, I'm sorry, what's her name again? Okay, if a parent names their kid Boof, they are telling her every day that she was an accident. You might as well just call her Miss Abortion. Oh, and let's not forget Bobby Finstock, the apathetic coach of the basketball team who gives the finest pieces of advice ever put to film.
Never get less than 12 hours sleep. Never play cards with a guy who's got the same first name as a city. And never go near a lady who's got a tattoo of a dagger on her body.
But sure enough, Scott's inner wolf comes out during a basketball game, and the crowd's horror turns to cheers when Scott wins the game for the team. And through some clever marketing by his buddy Styles, Scott becomes Teen Wolf, the king of the school who can play basketball, get good grades, break dance, and act on the stage. Because as we all know, those are all things wolves can do in real life. And plus, it's not much of a stretch for basketball teams to accept freaky-looking people. Have you seen some of the people they let into the NBA? It looks like the cast of Big Fish! But as Scott's father tells him in Spider-Man fashion,
with great power goes a greater responsibility.
And sure enough, Scott is facing up against the dumb jock who also wants the hot girl at school, and the principal who hates Scott because of a decades-long feud with his dad. But don't worry, Michael J. Fox has some prior experience in dealing with those situations.
You remind me of your father when he went here. He was a slacker, too.
Eventually, Scott comes to terms with the eternal questions. Can he win the big basketball game without the help of lycanthropy? And does the school love him, or do they only love the wolf? Well, we all know that we love Michael J. Fox, and it's thanks to him that this movie works as well as it does. He plays Scott with the same sort of aw shucks charm that he gave Marty McFly, and the way that contrasts with him looking like a fucking werewolf ends up being less ridiculous than it should be. The plot is standard 80s teen comedy material, but the characters are charming and remind us a lot of ourselves at that age. I mean, who wouldn't use being a werewolf to sniff out for weed or scare the guy at the liquor store into getting you some beer?
Give me a keg of beer.
Give me a keg of beer.
Now, I will admit, a lot of my appreciation for this movie is fueled by renting it all the time from my local video store as a kid. But whether I watch it at 10 years old or 20 years old, Teen Wolf remains a good slice of dumb fun. If the aliens ever land and ask for an example of 80s teen comedy, and you can't find a copy of a John Hughes movie, then Teen Wolf should be the first movie that you show them. It exemplifies the genre, for better or worse. Mostly for better. Now, if you want to turn into a savage beast without having to deal with those pesky wolf bites, then pop open a keg and get ready to play the awfully good drinking game. Bite into a can of beer every time Scott or his team sink another ball. Styles changes into a new wacky catchphrase shirt. I think that shirt in particular confirms that the creators of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia are Teen Wolf fans. And that strangely makes sense. Scott's werewolfism starts to come out unexpectedly. Yeah, I'd be scared of turning into one of the Geico cavemen too. You spot another kind of stupid looking sunglasses. Styles yells out, "Whoa! Whoa!" I'd like to see Styles get into a woe-off with Joey Lawrence and Keanu Reeves. Oh, that'd be a fucking bloodbath, man. And take a double shot when you spot an extra's little teen wolf. Yes, according to urban legend and the Empire Strikes Back episode of Family Guy, the legend goes as such.
Yeah, there's a guy at the end. Go online, look it up. He's in the stands, way in the background, and he's totally got his dick out.
Well, as it turns out, the full-frame version of the movie reveals that this extra is actually a woman. But either way, have yourself a double dose. And on the nudity watch, well, other than that infamous extra, I wasn't expecting much from this PG-rated movie, but, as it turns out, this film does have a solid side boob sighting. Reason number 587 that the 80s were awesome. On the enjoyableness continuum scale from Boulder to Bruce, Teen Wolf glues some yak hair to its body and slams a basketball to come up with a score of 8 out of 10. Michael J. Fox may regret doing this movie, but I sure don't regret watching it. I'm Jesse Shade for JoBlo.com, and you know what? While we're here, let's just knock a review out for the sequel as well. Teen Wolf 2, starring Jason Bateman. And what do you say? Let's do it! It sucks.
Joe Blow, he sure likes to drink a lot. Joe Blow watches movies like the heroine.
Hey everyone, Jesse Shade here from Awfully Good Movies. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see me take on more good bad movies, click on any of the links you see here, or subscribe to see this show alongside all the great content that we offer here at JoBlo.com. And remember, I love you. Wait, that sounded wrong. But I do love you though.